Greetings, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. Welcome to Huna TV. It's an honor to be here with our special guests. And if you have questions, we'll do our best to answer them. This is live and interactive. Huna TV at the House of Huna. Welcome to you all, and we look forward to being with you here. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm your light shaman. Are you experiencing unpleasant energies in your home and surroundings and waking up in the middle of the night? My work involves clearing individuals, homes, and communities. Contact me at www.lightshaman.earth and I would be happy to help.
And greetings there, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. And we are so grateful for our sponsors. Always get excited, and I'm like really pleased that we are able to have some of the Huna's businesses supporting this channel. And of course, all of you sweet dear ones for being here. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great afternoon. Well, afternoon here. Maybe a great dream time where you are. And maybe a enjoyable sleep, Or maybe you're out hiking somewhere. I mean, this is Unrata. This is a day for reflecting into the 0 point, reflecting into being in the neutrality, being in the 0 point best you can. It's like chilling out. Today I'm just kind of chilling out. Yeah, I got my hat on backwards. It's a little bit gangster, a little bit kick-ass. A little bit gangster today in a kind of a peaceful way. Gangsters for the peace, yeah? Anyway, let me see who's here. I'd like to greet you, say hello. Huna Torohana. Greetings to you in Vancouver there, sir. Huna Kawamanato, over there in Cornwall. Lacey, good to see you in Washington State. Lavelle Storms, hi. Is that a new name? That's a new name, is it not? Maybe let me know. Also, Mary Tatum, thank you again from over there in the States. USA. And what's going on? Okay. Also, Louise there in Northern California. Wawa to you, Abby. Ola to you, Hunatawaho. Melissa, Hisarema in Michigan.
Hope things are going well over there in Michigan and Detroit and that whole area. And the Shining Star is here too. Good to see you, brother. Huna Hikahima. Is that right? I think that's Huna Hikahima. Lenny. Is it Lenny? Lenny Susan? Miller. God's gangster. Hey, Miller. Greetings to you over there in the south of the UK. I'm not sure if yours is a new name. I'm just experiencing here. New energy. That's great. Life is but a dream within a dream. And I hope you're having a fun dream. Hello there, Huna Hakapu over there in Florida. Yes, it is you, brother, Shining Star, Hikahima. Good to see you too, brother. Hope you're having a good rest. Enjoyable. Huna Marawawa. Ani Nui. Yes, brother. I like the way you improvise. You've been improvising some of the Lemurian language, connecting to the Ojibwe language, the Anishinaabe. Ani Nui Wawa. Yeah. And a huge fry bread to you. Roger Danis, greetings to you over there in West Yorkshire, Huna. West Yorkshire. And Huna, love to you too there. Wakimua. Huna Wakimua is also up in the Yorkshire area. York, sorry. She's in New York. I guess that's not far from Yorkshire. Wonderful visiting from you all today. Thank you so much, sweet dear ones. I think I've been home for about 3 weeks. I was on the road for 44 plus, but let's just say 44 days for sure. And Shining Star, Huna Hikahima, we were out on the road for a strong run. Stargates, dragon rides, just incredible ceremonies. And I hope you're having a nice rest too, Huna Hikahima at home. Get ready for the next run coming up. Perhaps we'll see you in November. We're going to do a mass dragon ride here in November. Well, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. It's so amazing. The sun is shining. I'm a chilled out gangster today. I'm going to gangster chilling on the gangster side. I've got my pineapple and fresh squeezed orange juice, fresh made pineapple juice, and a little bit of a kick with it. Here's a Huna Piña con Naranja to you. And I was sharing about the breath of fire today. The breath of fire. If you want to ask a question, this is live and interactive on Huna Flash TV. Huna Flash TV is live and interactive. So if you have a question, please come and ask me, and let's have a little chat. Line up. Let me get the link. I'll put the link in the comments down there. Let me put it in there right now. If you have a question for me, please come on in to this link. When you come to ask a question, use that link, but make sure you mute your YouTube audio, okay? And make sure you're watching the StreamYard link. Otherwise, it loops and it has a delay. Hello there, Sasha Wawa. Not sure if that's which Sasha that is, but good to see you again, Rebecca. Thanks for visiting. Miller, you explain you're not here often live, but you've done it for some time. Thank you so much. I'm happy to fill in pieces of the puzzle for that's why I'm here, grateful for that. A Miller. What's the A stand for? And what was I saying? Yes, I'm home for these last few weeks. It's been amazing unpacking of all the information from the baskets of the 44 days. That's a big basket, let me tell you. Integration of energies and vibrations, frequencies, clarity coming to those energies. Energies, it's just not just energies, right? You experience energies. It's not just about the energy or the vibration or the frequency. The breath of fire is intention. It is speaking without the breath also, but you can speak the breath, right? You can speak with breath, you can speak without breath. Some would say, speaking without breath is some kind of AI technology. Well, I suppose it is, right? I mean, you listen to virtual communications, you listen to programmed robots speaking quite intelligently, but however, still a robot. Still what they say AI, referring, the scientists referring to artificial. When I say AI, I'm referring to authentic intelligence. What the heck am I saying? I'm trying to sound cool, but what does that really mean? Authentically, we are also, let me not say artificial. We have the ability to do some amazing gymnastics with our inner technologies, and the connection to outer external technology, systems of codes and feelings that are let me just say, feelings that have the fractal energy that may seem scientific, but in the feelings, it's very visceral. It can be tender, it can be explosive, right? What is the message of those energies? What are you just feeling things? So what we've come to confirm and understand on our journeys about the places we show up to is that the breath of fire is our intention. And what are we intending when we go to do our ceremonies and our rituals, our programming, so to speak, at certain places? I go to the Stargates. I work with very high vibration Stargates. We shut down certain portals, which are not the same as Stargates. Maybe you've heard me say that. So when we are resetting Stargates, for instance, to higher frequencies, so we're speaking a higher intention, a higher purpose, higher assistance that supports higher service, and that languaging, that speaking, that intention. Not only is it through the third eye, through the telepathic communication, but it's reinforced and guaranteed by the sacred breath when you do use the words. I will always invite you to speak into the Lemurian language. I feel that in my experience, it carries the energy, it carries the vibration, the frequency, because it is not a language, it's incredible coding. And it comes from the golden age, the Lemurian language. It comes from before Atlantis, a breath of fire, your intentions. And then now when you've returned from your missions, when you've returned from your missions and when you've come back from ceremony, and maybe you've integrated and maybe you have clarity, all depends on how much capacity was needed for the ceremony, how much output, how much input, how much you were carrying, how much you needed to sort. Obviously, 44 days is a lot to sort. And You've come to some clarity after you've integrated and uploaded these energies and understood what it is that you had spoken is guaranteed, that you've guaranteed what you have spoken. You have guaranteed what it is you have telepathically communicated into the Stargate. And then you get these confirmations by witnessing the communications in the field, either through the virtual, like the social medias, or in person with others, or just communication with others, or even in the dream time. I mean, it's incredible that you do have the communications in all of those mediums, in the dream time, on the phone, virtual, in person. You get them all, and it's just an amazing feeling that gets your confirmation of you being in service beyond the self. Beyond self, you don't really think about yourself so much when you go into the field. You I wouldn't say like it's like you're walking in spirit. You're being in spirit, and you're walking in it, and you're walking as it, and you are it. You are walking spirit. You are walking in spirit. You are the walking ceremony. Sometimes you're in. Sometimes you're in. Sometimes you're seen. Sometimes you're not seen. Right? Is that your intention? That's part of your intention, I'm sure. Just briefly, hello, Mr. Pi. Thank you for being here today. I'm not sure we've met, but if you have a question, please come and join me, or just to chat. There is the link just above. Let me pop it in again. Get this link and come on and ask a question. Yes, and what's Mr. Miller saying there? You have no microphone. I should be streaming, or else you do the StreamYard thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, as soon as you figure that out. But yes, Lenny, you get the communication, you get the feeling. You're guaranteeing you're guaranteeing the intention of what you are doing. But please know that the breath of fire, and we refer to also first fire, which in the Lemurian sound is he. When you say he, this represents first fire. It represents your intention, and it represents your breath and your communications. Either in person on the location or not, or either in the form or not in form, you're a walking ceremony, right? This is what I was doing during the COVID. I do it quite often, regardless, but especially during the COVID when I was doing the gangster pirate raccooning around, myself, Huna Mareka, and the Hunas and I, we did a lot of work. We did a lot of Stargate work. We closed a lot of portals, reset a lot of frequencies, and and being able to get through the borders and through the customs and the immigration. At times I be walking through an airport and I feel like nobody can see me. It's kind of weird. They look like they're in another movie while I'm walking through. Hi, Biv, Nicole. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming here for the first time. Sweet, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds, all of you. And just, oh, that's incredible, Mr. Pi. You've followed for a while since JC, and yes, that's a while ago now. Well, thank you for continuing to follow. And so welcome. Happy to have you here. I'm just talking about the breath of fire, which is the word with breath and oxygen, and speaking with just telepathics and intention, and just how powerful these are. I don't know if, I know there are Hunas here. I'm not sure if you've had experience doing ceremonies, if you've had experience of, let's just say, expanding your voltage system, expanding your auric field, your color spectrum, searching your voltage system. We call that pulling the rods of God. It's just something that I'm doing actually this coming week, just for your information. Now, we have the Solar Flash event coming up on the 13th, which is in a couple of days, from the 13th to the 17th of September, marking the witnessing and the communications and connection to the Solar Flash, a cosmic energy that's going to be coming in and has been ramping up, building up to enter into the planets, through the planet's seal system. And then in November, I will be having another event in Mexico on November 18th, which is going to be a mass dragon ride. A mass dragon ride. Go to my channel and check out the dragon ride video there with myself and Mark Atwood, Lucy Davis, and a few others. But the dragon ride is quite an incredible experience, riding through the dimensions. No medicine is needed, no plant medicine is, no substances, no drugs are needed, or are they permitted. So I'll be doing that November 18th, and a guided meditation also, and sound embrace, let me say. But yes, next week, Solar Flash event, and there will also be a Solar Flash global meditation. So the global meditation, we'll put the link up a bit in the YouTube after we got through here. And so that's amazing. Let me know if you've had some ceremonies, or if you are a walking ceremony, as we would say sometimes, that we are the ceremony. Let me know. Come on and ask a question or have a chat. It's right there in the StreamYard link. And so, as I share this breath of fire, when I first had confirmation of the breath of fire, it was a long time ago. Hey, Velvet, why don't you come and ask me the question? Come on and ask a question. Here's the link. Come on, click in this link and ask me the question live, and we can chat about that. Because Einstein and whatever other names there are, and whichever cross you're talking about, I'm not going to answer that until you come on, okay? So you have to come on. This is live and interactive, sweet, sweet dear ones. You have to show your face. If you have a question, you have to come on, show your face to get an answer. That's the deal on this channel. Maybe why there's not many on. I don't get too many people. I'm happy to get who is here, though I am happy to get who attends here. Now, when I first confirmed the breath of fire, for me, it was, I was very young, because I was communicating to the giants at the time, and they were calling back. They were telling me one story, and so I was listening to the story, and then I decided, I'll share the story to my elders, and they confirmed, yes, that is correct, the story I was telling them. Then they embellished on that. Then they added more to that, and they told me a whole lot more of the story as well. I was very young then, and then another time confirming the intention and the. Well, I'm sorry about that, Velvet. I always do that to you when you're not ready. I'm certain you should be ready when you come here. You know now that I'm going to ask you. Okay. So, don't be shy. I don't know what you mean by when you're not ready, but you are here asking a question. You must be ready. It seems like a cool question too. You know what I'm saying? And you got the funny face there. Oh, here's another couple of visitors. Jerry, welcome, Jerry. And also Rastafarian or Rastafarian. Rasta. And Louise, walking rainbow daily in your life. Fantastic. Oh, here's another, just another new name, Transcending Grammy. Huna, you must have an amazing family. Well, I don't know, just if you are following me or you're just following me now, I am Maori. I am from the sub-tribes of Lemuria. Right, so I am Maori. I am from New Zealand. I don't know that for those who don't know who I am, I speak the Lemurian language, the Maori language, the Polynesian language is the sub-tribe language of Lemuria. We don't speak the same as everybody else. Other languages is not derived from Latin. It is not derived from, certainly not Spanish or French, though those languages can be spoken and they're quite articulate. Anyway, another similarity of our language is the Mayan language as well, so which is also a sub-tribe of Lemuria. There was something, Jerry, you said you have to ask. You're gonna ask a question, Jerry. You have to come on and get on the link there and come in and ask the question. I'm going to keep saying that, guys. Greetings, Tara. Transcending Graham. Oh, been with me for years. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for saying such kind. Yes, and the breath of fire is also kind. Thank you for saying those special words and being very kind. The breath of fire is powerful. Your breath is sacred and it's charged with your voltage, and your voltage system is charged. And when you speak about your birth signs in the Lemurian side, you say you're Pisces. Well, that's the Greek. So that language of the Greek has been bombarded with distortion. We've cleared it in the Lemurian. So what you're saying is you are Hunu. Transcending, you are Hunu. You can say Pisces, which is the draconian, okay? But let me bring you to Lemuria, where the turtle is actually the cosmic navigator, right? Which is the Honu. So languaging is important in terms of energy and vibration frequency. Honu Motu is your birth. Well, let's say you say your spirit animal. What is your birth month? Transcending. Let us know your birth month, okay? Because you're saying Pisces is your zodiac, right? Is that what you're saying? Anyway, let me know. If you ask a question, you got to come on and show your face. That's how we roll. It is time to be seen, sweet, sweet dear ones. And I'm going to say this every time we are here on this show. I don't know if this is a show. It looks like a show, right? I got the camera, I got the microphone, I got this big screen, and it's like, looks like a show, but I'm just sitting here chatting with you. Yes, March is the month of the Honumotu, the turtle. And between March 1 and 28, March the 1st and the 28th. Okay, that's the Honumotu. It's an incredible language. If you speak Honumotu, the land, the water, and the sky can hear you. If you speak Pisces, the land and the water and the sky cannot hear you. And if it does, it's a very low volume. It's a very low, I'm sorry. It's a very low volume, and I know this. You see what I'm saying? This is what we're talking about, the breath of fire. For instance, the breath of fire is to speak Honumotu versus Pisces, right? Because we know what happened to Pisces. We know that through the Atlantean energies, where the Greek came out of it, Sicily came out of it, the Mesopotamia came out of, through those energies of Atlantis, became distorted. Not only that, there is so much to speak about what happened through the times of the Anunnaki and the Garden of Eden. And they were introducing experiments into not only your DNA, but into the codes and the languaging and the cycles. Okay? Where can you learn more of what you are? Yeah, I'm not saying you're not high vibration. Yes, I'm saying there are still things to focus in on, and then we can offer that. So just go to quantumnavigator.earth, www.quantumnavigator.earth. I'll put the link up later, and you will receive, and you will just check in there and book to get a reading. So Lemurian birth chart reading. This is the Lemurian birth chart reading, which is from the golden age before Atlantis. You let us know how you're doing in that, because it's an amazing. So many have been going to Huna Tamake for the Lemurian birth chart reading to get their Lemurian birth signs. We don't deal in zodiacs. Zodiacs are all distorted. I want you to toss those zodiacs out. I'm serious. I'm being gangster. I'm being nice gangster today. Okay, I'm being a nice, chilled out gangster. Get rid of those zodiacs. You don't need them. They don't work anyway. They don't do nothing. They make out they do something, but they don't do anything. I think you know that. You're trapped in a cycle, right? We are not trapped in a loop cycle in Lemuria. We're an open-ended spiral. That's the ascending spiral. Okay, we got some more visitors here. Debbie, Peha. Nice to meet you, Debbie. Thank you for visiting. Good to see you again, Nikota. What is June in gratitude? Please, you've got a question coming on I need you to come on here. I need you to come on here and ask me the question in person. I would like to see you. I think it's only fair. You can see me, but I can't see you. Well, that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, get a hold of that link right there. Come on and ask me the question. We'll have a chat about it. I got a lot to say about that, Nikota, but you just have to come on. Come on and ask me. Yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes. No worries. Aloha to you. Wawa to you, Cindy in California, Northern California. Welcome. So we have our first volunteer is going to come on and ask a question in 5 minutes. I'll wait for you, Nikota. But as I'm saying, when you speak these sounds, you are speaking energy, vibration, frequency, and a high level of magnetic energy that's working in balance throughout the field. And when you speak it, you just cut right through that magnetic field. Okay, Charles, you have to come on and ask the question now. Show me your face. There's the link right there. 6 dear ones, when you come on and ask a question or see your face, mute the YouTube channel before you enter in the StreamYard so it doesn't loop. I like these questions. These are good questions. I want to answer them. I need to see your face. I know it's a bit gangster. I want you to be gangster. What do you got? There's nothing to worry about. Debbie, sure. I'm sure that's I suppose that's a good reason your phone's going to die. I'm not sure. When you get a chance next time then. So this breath of fire is part of a continuum codes. And the continuum is powering the continuum, the void, the energy, the energy between planets in the darkness powers brings energy and source power to these sounds. Well, wow, Staria, welcome. Brings energy to these sounds. I want to share more of these with you. I'd like to get on and talk to you. Somebody face to face. I know this is live. You know, not too many do the live thing anymore. Too many anymore.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. Just mute your YouTube.
Oh, whoops. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hi, Huna.
Mute your YouTube.
Oh, I don't know if I how to do that.
Yeah, on your YouTube.
Okay, so go out. Okay, hold on 1 sec. I'll see if I can do that. So go out of the chat.
Yeah, just go to the other YouTube window.
Okay, 1 sec.
That better? No.
Got it?
No.
I am challenged.
No, you're not.
So I was in the live chat and I went out of that. Is there anything else I need to do?
No, you just said. Do you have the YouTube window? The window for the YouTube.
Let's see.
You're watching from YouTube.
Yeah, I am.
Now just mute the volume in the YouTube.
Okay. Let me see if I can do it.
Then I want echo.
Did that help?
I'm still echoing.
Oh, nuts.
And I've got my YouTube.
Okay, I'm just curious about how you feel about 923, the energy surrounding that.
Oh.
And then I can go out because I don't know how to do it.
Go ahead. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
I'll answer
Much
your
love
question.
to everybody.
Now they see you. Great. Let me answer the question. Okay, she said, thank you for that, Julie. And Marawawa sitting there on the deck, and I'll just take a second here. 923, you guys use 9 in the draconian codes. So 9 is the draconian calendar, right? You guys know that, right? In the Lemurian, it's not a 9, it's a 4. So you have June, July, August, September, because we start in June. So Lemuria in the Golden Age starts in June. Why wouldn't you start in the Golden Age and stay in it? So start in the Golden Age, stay in it. September is a 4. Okay, it's a 4. And what do I think? That's a 23. Hi, Dakota. Just hang on there a moment. The 23. Yeah, well, then you got 5 and you've got 4 and a 5, which is a 9, right? And then you've got 5, which is taking us to a 5 again, 14, which is also has a 1. So it gives us so we're in the spiritual realm now. But all of September is carrying this massive energy of the solar flash. So what I think is what's happening for the September, the 23rd, there's a birthing happening. And that birthing is getting closer to the end of September. End of September is the 28th. Okay, that's the 28th day. And then we move into the Lamb, because the Lamb is coming in October. This is the month of the Lamb is October. And so the birthing of the Christ consciousness, right? So I hope that helps you. Okay, here's Marawawa, Huna Marawawa.
Ani, bonjour.
Bonjour, Ani Nui.
Ani Nui Nui.
I like how you did that. Oh, thank you for taking us a walk around your wonderful home there on the reservation.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, and thank you for, boy, it was tough for us to get through and break through over to Vancouver. That window got tighter and tighter.
Yeah, it did. Right, and yeah. So that was a interesting now moment.
Yeah, that was just tight. I hope things cleared up for you and all the arrangements.
Well, everything sort of got. Maybe it's useful up ahead. Maybe it's going to be
well,
useful.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. When I book something, a ticket or whatever it is, I don't ever cancel it because the energy moves down the line.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I keep the energy moving in that direction.
Yeah.
I've always done that. But in any case, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, brother. Yeah, that's awesome. I'll take note of that next time too. So that's good information. Yeah. So we've been here. I've been with Tamahake. I just had my birth chart reading yesterday.
Oh yeah. You had your birth chart reading. Wow, how was
awesome.
that? Was awesome.
Yeah, it was better than private.
Ooh, I don't know if it could be better than private, but
it was okay. They were tied. But yeah. So my question is pertaining to the solar flash. And so the 15th, I won't be able to attend all the days there from the 13th to the 17th.
No worries.
I'm looking at some time off on the 15th to enjoy.
Oh, okay. So you can join the meditation.
Yes, exactly. Would you be able to share with us I guess the link and how it's going to go and
I'll be able to. Well, we have a registration link on the website. You get the link once you go on. We're just asking for a suggested donation of $11, and you get the link, and the link is scheduled for the date. So once you go to it, it'll go into your calendar, and then you can set notification. Put an alarm or alert for when we go on. And then it just goes straight into the StreamYard. Now we'll be just like we're talking here, but you won't be able to talk to me, but you'll be able to watch and hear what we are doing on location for the meditation. Yeah. It's only one-way communication, but you'll be able to see and hear what I'll be doing, and you'll be able to see everybody in the circle.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Like, Huna's, get on that.
There's a lot of people. 60 or so are already booked in. So I would love to get more. Come on, but do that. Yeah.
That's Please amazing. Do. I'm gonna check in on that now. It's going to be amazing. So we're 6 months ahead of things.
Yes, we're 6 months. We ride the energy. The energy that we're riding is from the future. It's from the energy that we ride on, that I ride on, is from the future. I am from the future. You're from the future. We are that energy from the future. Why am I saying this? Is because, sweet dear ones, we start our new year in June, and we started with winter. We started in what we call first light. Yes, that's exactly right, Transcending, taking you back to, or ahead. Let's just taking you ahead to where we started. We started in the future. We didn't start in the past. That's kind of gangster. We started in the future. We didn't start in the past. I'll let you figure that out. But I can give you a marker point from the June onwards and counterclockwise. And we take both the energy with us, but we also take what is understood to be time, which is our moment. And the moments that we are moving through the energies, we take that moment with us. In other words, our timetables, like standing at the bus stop. It's a timetable. You're going to get on the bus. Boom. It's not time. It's a moment you've reserved, or the moment that has been reserved there, sitting there waiting. You're either going to catch the bus, or it's moving too fast. You won't see it, but you can feel it. So you can always reserve your time, your moment to be, because we come from the future. 6 months ahead. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's a position where it's kind of weird because 180 degrees in its rotation opposite from the draconian. So your birth sign, your birth chart reading, when you work from your birth chart reading, even though you're standing in a local position, you might be standing in the local position the same as the opposite season to you from wherever you're sitting, like you're sitting in the bush right now. Well, the opposite season to you is present, but you can actually put yourself in true alignment from the future perspective, and then moving from that future perspective. Everything is trying to catch up to you. Yeah, there's a race.
Yeah, I see it.
and then some are trying to mess up some of the riders and the drivers in that race, or in that spiral, in that movement. Some people are being tripped up. Some have been pulled back. Some have been, knocked off their horse. But if you are standing in this position, in the local position, with your consciousness in the forward and the future motion of 6 months ahead, because of placing the new year where it actually is. The new year is actually in June, and if it's in winter, and even if you're in June in the summer, your consciousness is still 6 months ahead of the summer. You can be sitting in summer, but you're still 6 months ahead if you set your consciousness in the location of first light, and the rotation of the planet. I'm just making sense here. There's a couple more people here visiting. Brother Huna Mahato, Huna Mahato from Glastonbury is visiting there. Hello, nice. Bro. Good to see you. Let me get to Nakota for the next question.
I appreciate your time, Huna.
Good to see you, Huna.
Chimigwich.
Nui Chimigwich.
Nui Chimigwich.
Miigwech nui.
Miigwech nui.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Hi there again, Nakota.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, lovely. I think you just sort of like just give me a little bit more confirmation of why I always feel sort of like more forward ahead, because I was born in June. I've never really associated or connected with Gemini. I haven't. And it's all sort of made a lot of sense, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So what do you got there? You got a little chart, a whiteboard?
Oh, yeah, that's for my, yeah. That's when I do, like, my lives. Okay. That is, like, with all the energy, our energy fields.
If you are trying to understand, I would invite you to have the Lemurian birth chart reading at quantumnavigator.earth. I would encourage that.
Yeah, no, I am gonna have it done.
Yeah, this is groundbreaking, profound, and blow your mind, or just realign everything into the forward space and time, the future space and time, where we actually are, because everything else is trying to catch up to you in the other timelines, realities, and energies.
Yeah.
It's better that you are in the position ahead rather than you having behind it and pushing it all. You know, better to you to that where you are in alignment to the planet and its
Yes. Yeah.
locality. I feel it's better. I don't know. I mean, back on the right track, which Richard Osterman just said. Back on the right track, and he understands. Some understand,
Yes.
and some are remembering.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In this understanding, you're able to confirm your breath of fire, confirm your intentions, and bring them into alignment, into sync.
Yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely. That makes so much sort of like sense
I
in the
mean,
3D.
if someone is saying, like Q said, future proofs past, that's just one phrase. Now bring the mechanics to it. What's the details? Bring the calculations and the formulas that tells us how future proofs past. You can confirm that in your actions that you do, but there is a system, and we have the system. The system is Lemurian. Okay, so when anybody says that future proves past, yeah, that's a small shift in the consciousness. A little light goes on. Okay, yeah. Now, why? How? What's the mechanics? What's the micro? You might not want to know, and that's fine. I always say you don't have to know, but then there are some that want to know, and then there is a thing where, you know, nobody needs any gurus. Well, nobody does need any gurus. I'm not a guru. And I'm just offering what I have to offer. You decide to take it or not. You know, it's being offered. And you will know. You will know.
Absolutely.
You will know what you cannot know, you do not know, right?
Yeah, no, I
absolutely,
I understand exactly what you're saying. I absolutely get it. I absolutely feel it. I mean, for me personally right now, there's so much unfolding of like my me reconnecting back to Lemuria, especially when the fires just happened. What was it, last month? It was a massive process for me. Massive. It was.
Yeah,
so I've got a lot of there's a lot unfolding very quickly. There is. And yeah, absolutely. I'm so like at one at the moment, honestly. But all my answers I've wanted for years have suddenly, the best way I can say is like what was it? A magical Christmas tree just shook off and all my Christmas presents are coming. That's how I feel.
Nice that you say that. That's interesting you say that right now, right? Let me just say hello to Lavelle Storms there from Nebraska. You're trying to understand. I apologize, Lavelle. What Dakota and I are talking about, and what we have been talking about and connecting to, is 180 degrees opposite from the consciousness from where your consciousness has been held, or where your energy has been held, where you've been printed into, pulling you out of that matrix. I mean, I wouldn't say matrix because everything is a matrix, everything. But there is the only difference is whether it supports you or it doesn't, and it supports your growth. So there is somewhat of let me just say, an imprinting to overwrite the imprinting that doesn't serve you and bring the coding and the printing that does serve you, or return the memory, but also return the energy. It takes knowledge. It takes a knowing to do this. So what you cannot know, you do not know. You do not know what you cannot know. But once you know, you won't ever go back. You won't ever go back. You know know where you've been. You reminded, oh, how did I get there though? And how can I get out of it? And how can I stay out of it? All the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
3D, if you like to say, whatever D you like, whatever, you know. I'm just saying.
It's just words. It's just words down here. It's tones that's important, the vibration and the frequency. That's what's
Yes.
important to me. Just work with my energy and just do what I'm here to do.
Let me. I hope that helped. Please,
Yes.
yeah, get on the quantumnavigator.earth. Let me go to a little break, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can take down the or from this little ad, you can take down the links for the business for these.
Hi, I'm your light shaman. Are you experiencing unpleasant energies in your home and surroundings and waking up in the middle of the night? My work involves clearing individuals, homes, and communities. Contact me at www.lightshaman.earth and I would be happy to help.
Okay, there. To thank our sponsors, the quantumnavigator.earth and the lightshaman.earth. We also have sponsors from the Firelight Continuum, www.flc.earth, and they have custom brand clothing, which is the Wide Awake brand of clothing, custom clothing, and also shiningstar.earth for incredible crystal coated and crystal enhanced obelisks, tetrahedrons, and other such wonderful, powerful items to work with in ceremony. So go ahead and check those out. We'll put the links in the YouTube. Greetings to you, Tess. Good to see you again. Thumbs up, Tess. And Huna, Carolyn, good to see you. I think we have somebody new here. How do you say that? Cock? Is that Cock? I'm just saying. Cock Van Galen? Cock Van Galen. Galen from the Cock. Or is that Cook? Cook. You let me know, okay? I'm not trying to make fun of it, but that's quite a mouthful. Cock. So you were saying, Huna, you met Loma, Fiji. You did the Tui Loma, okay, from Fiji, yeah. The Fijians, the wisdom keepers, they are Lemurian. They're a sub-tribe of Lemuria. So that's fantastic. You've met and have you done some healing work and some wisdom circles with them? Let us know. If you have a question, come on and ask me. You got to show your face, okay? And as I was saying, yes, Jerry, we absolutely thank you for sharing that you You've come through this this healing work you've been doing, and you don't have to do the radiation. You believe the work has been done, and your cancer's gone. Doctors want 2 weeks of radiation. Well, you know what radiation is. If you can remove the side effects of it, like radiation and microwaves, you utilize the technology, which is authentic intelligence, and utilizing the technology. And there are other ways of removing the side effects of radiation, but you just have to be very powerful enough, being an expanded capacity of energy, to apply the healing that you would get from radiation without the side effects. Yeah, just the healing part. It is an expansion. From expansion comes the byproduct of healing. So, Cock, you'd like to come on and ask a question? Let me put the link down here. If you like that, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloved, if you want to ask a question or you want an answer, if you want to have a chat, just click on this link here and come and have a chat with me. You have to do it in person. Okay? There's all kinds of proclamations that are made, but let's just get beyond the proclamations and the one-liners and come and have a chat. Yeah? How you like to do that? Cock is talking about quite a few name drops being dropped here, so let's just have a chat about that. Cock, come on in. There's the link right there. And so, so the healing. So we wish you well. Send so much wow for your healing. Let me just share something, like part of what the breath of fire, and speaking as through the breath of fire, sweet dear ones. And this is Lemurian. Okay, speaking through the breath of fire is to speak from within the feeling. Okay, do you understand me? Speaking from within the feeling. And speaking from within the feeling, speaking from within the joy of what the experience, the experience. If you know the experience of the joy of what it is that you've been asking for, do not ask for it. Speak from within it. So let's just say your prayer or your words, focus your energy towards being inside of, if it's water, if it's rain you're asking for. Instead of doing the rain dance, feel from inside of the rain and say thank you for the rain. From the feeling of it, you can feel your feet on the ground when the water comes, and you feel the mud. Remember that. And you're giving thanks for it. You're not asking for it because you already have it and it's already there. It's already here. You're saying thank you. That is the prayer. That is the ceremony. This is what we do. And as we'll speak through our Lemurian language to energize and amplify the energy, the vibrations, and the frequencies, to speak from within the feeling of the goodness instead of asking for the goodness. You're not asking for the goodness. That means it's not here. When you're asking for something, it means it's not here. When you're speaking from within the feeling of it, that means it's here. You can say advanced gratitude, but not gratitude. Not only the gratitude, but what is the feeling? So speaking the flow and the feeling of it, and it is done. And know it is done, but know what that feeling is to bring it. Yeah, this is the indigenous way. This is the Lemurian way. It is all here speaking because we are, and again, remember, we are from the future and we live in the future, meaning it is done, meaning it is here, meaning I'm not asking. You know what? I've never asked. I don't ask. I say thank you. I say thank you from within the. It's like you're praying for fry bread. I'm praying for fry bread. I'm asking for fry bread because I don't have fry bread right now. Just picking on fry bread, okay. But instead of asking for fry bread, just that feels so good, that fry bread. Because you remember. Because you remember, this is what it is to connect to the medicine in the light, where you are the light. Of course it is. It's been the way of our indigenous cultures. It's been the way of the 9 senses. It is the way of the 9 senses as I talk about the 9 senses. Okay, I talk about the feeling from within the feeling because you already know it. There's a demonstration sometimes I invite. I'd love to do that for you if you're in person. You happen to be on location with us one day. Maybe I'll pick on you for volunteer. I'd like to welcome and say kia ora to Bella Superstar. Bella, you're a superstar. Welcome to you from New Zealand, from Taitokerau. You're in the Taitokerau, but you're from Poneke, huh? So you're from the Poneke. You grew up in Wellington. Oh, you grew up in Wellington. So you grew up in the Poneke. You did a bit of a shamanic walk around the world for 20 years. That's awesome. Doing a bit of a walkabout, huh? Well, kia ora to you. Oh, Mr. Pi. Here you go, Mr. Pi. Don't forget, mute your YouTube. Are you good? Okay, let's bring you on there. Hey, nice to meet you, brother.
Yes, brother. How are you today?
I was just it's gangster. Peace is gangster. Peace is so gangster today. I'm just enjoying it. It's been wonderful.
It's weird seeing you not on the beach, man.
Yeah, lately, I thought that, I was going to do it with my phone. I thought, I'm just going to get after the solar flash. We got a day that's going to be on the beach, and then I will do the thing from there. How are you, Mr. Pi? Nice to meet you. I don't know that we've seen each other.
No, we haven't. I don't think you've done too many panels or lives since. I know the StreamYard thing kind of just took off the last year or so. So yeah. the panels are starting to it's kind of addictive, to find some people and be able to interact, speak to people, you watch their shows and stuff, and then you can talk to them live. It's pretty cool, I think. So
I stopped using Zoom. I stopped using Zoom because I just felt this system has a better vibe.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, it does. I don't know where to start. I guess so. There were so many synchronicities, even how I found you in the first place. And I haven't even seen you. I haven't seen you or watched your channel in a while because it's been kind of sporadic. But maybe there's a reason. There's a season.
Are you a Navy SEAL?
No.
You look like a Navy SEAL.
No,
just looking. Okay,
no,
sorry.
I mean, I feel like my spirit could be a badass warrior or something.
There's something going on there, Mr. Pi. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess so. What happened to me was I think I had a really profound dream. Kind of hard to explain, and then I kind of just felt like I was tapped into everything, and then there was so many synchronicities happening to me that I couldn't even really, and it happened right before all this stuff in 2020, because I don't want to get your channel, I don't want to say any words, but I think it was, God, the universe preparing, getting me ready and opening my eyes to be clear to so I could see and be awake through the whole process. And that's what kind of, it brought me to just down different rabbit holes and different things. But I was so in tune and in tap with the vibrations, the frequencies of everything, I felt like, and I feel like I've just kind of lost that. And I was wondering if you had any advice, how to tap back into it. Cause there was about a 6-month period where I was like, I felt like almost clairvoyant, and somehow or another, like I kind of, maybe it's just the exhaustion of everything that of moving through all this. And I'm thinking like the timeline that I was thinking was going to happen kind of never did, with everything that's going on in the world. And also on another tangent, I've always been fascinated with portals. And I think and you talk about that, and you're one of the only people that talk about the portals. And I do believe I'm just so intrigued by that. So that's a lot out there. So I'm just letting you know a little bit about my background and what your thoughts are on that stuff.
All good, brother. Yeah, I mean, what month were you born? What month were you born in?
August 2nd, 1980.
Okay, so you're this is the Falcon, the month of the birth month. I don't know if you're aware of how we cycle up the birth signs on the Lemurian.
Is that the Lemurian calendar? Okay, yeah, yes. I think I snapshotted that a long time ago.
Okay, it's really so advanced. I mean, it's taken a long time to be able to disseminate the information from this system to get the micro details out while sharing the larger picture of it. The treasure box, let's just say, with all the treasures in it. Now, the first thing I'm probably going to suggest is you book a birth chart, a Lemurian birth chart reading at quantumnavigator.earth with Huna Tamaake. What this will do, it's going to locate you.
All right, hold on. What's it called again? I'm going to write it on my board.
Quantumnavigator.earth.
Quantumnavigator.earth.
I'll put the link up.
Okay, cool.
What it's going to do, it's going to locate you in the field. Right? It's going to locate your spirit energy, your vibration frequency, and magnetics. It's going to locate it, and you're going to be able to be within it and with it, no matter where you move, no matter where you're going. It's going to be solid with you. The thing about vibration, energy, frequency, and magnetics is that you do get fatigued, and if your consciousness hasn't made the jump from one matrix to the next, or the higher ascended matrix, you were in the other matrix, you were of higher vibration. There's some fatigue there.
Yeah, I think I felt like I almost like jumped timelines for me, because I was on one that was so positive, and like I don't know, I was just, like I said, I was in tune. My frequency, my vibration was in tune with everything, the Schumann resonance, the earth's vibrations, everything. And then somehow I lost it, and I feel like I need to get it back. I don't really know who to talk to about it, because, you say this stuff to random people or your friends, and they're like, think you're nuts or something. But I really did feel like there was something that did happen to me, and it was like almost a 2-year span, and I was so in touch with everything. I was one with everything, I felt like. And then I kind of somehow jumped off that, lost it, and I've been trying to find my way back, and I'm just like, damn, man, it's been a struggle.
So there's a depletion that happens, because within the matrix of the draconian, let me just say, that's where you've been in the land of Draconia. I sometimes say there's a depletion cycle. There's a cycle. The cycle there depletes the energy after so long. You have, it's like a tease. They tease you. It teases you, gives you a little glimpse or a moment to hit your high vibration, and then slowly it drags it, and slowly it depletes, or slowly there's a disillusion. There are so many things involved with your zodiacs. There are so many things involved with astrology on the draconian side that teases you and then pulls you back again, and then you feel like you're lost. And I've heard this conversation many times. So what I can say, which is very profound and very effective, is Quantum Navigator.earth. Get a reading by the Huna. When you've gone through that, and you have a rebalancing and a relocating yourself, I want to invite you, if you're interested, to become a Huna. I always invite that, to become initiated in the seal, through the seal. And that, what the seal does is it reflashes your system with more light, more powerful light, and expands your capacity of your light. It's kind of like cleaning up your headlights, right? Cleaning your headlights, recharging your batteries in your system, and then locking it in there so it cannot be depleted or reached. You have no need for protection when you are within this alignment. You have no need for protection. You're like, I don't need protection from what?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I felt. Like there was a moment for, like, I felt like a year and a half that I felt infallible. Like it didn't matter what anyone said or anything in the outside world, because my inner space was so good that nothing could touch me. I had like this armor, this energy shield around me, to where nothing, you couldn't even make me mad. I couldn't get upset. Like it was just, I felt really stoic. And it was very an empowering feeling, but I felt it was like a faith, but it was like it was a wonderful feeling. But like I said, somewhere along the way I lost it, and I'm like, damn, man, I've been struggling to find that frequency, get on that vibration again. And I don't know, it's just because the world is, like you said, I've been depleted. I feel like I'm almost burnt out. I've always staying positive, always, looking for the best in this world. And I'm just kind of waiting.
Yeah, for sure. And that's, so when you get all of these things stabilized, you may be ready for a mission to the Stargates. I go to the Stargates. I go to the place. I don't just do and sit around talking about them. Portals are one thing. We clear those, but I go to locations and do that. And the Stargates are another thing. That's a whole nother level. And when you're with them and you're doing the work within there, it's so incredible, the frequency, the vibration, and what you discover along the way. And perhaps this is also empowering too, that you have a mission, that you can find a mission within it. But this birth chart reading will be a wonderful kickoff. But I'm so pleased that we are now able to offer that Huna Tamaakea, that is, she is, and this system we only just completed putting this system together, so it's possible to read it from the Lemurian side. And it's a 180-degree flip from the Draconian.
Well, that's cool. I will definitely check that out.
It is totally incredible, and it puts you in it kicks you off, and it kickstarts you from the place of what we call first light. The new year starts in June, and it realigns your cycle. It realigns your system to rise. Now, Pleiades rises from June to December. In the Lemurian calendar, it starts in June. So the new year for us begins when Pleiades rises, or when the planet's rotating, Pleiades comes into view. In September, it's going to be 1/4 of the way up this month. So it's coming into view into the equinox of September. Well, there's a whole lot to talk about that as I go along, but then it rises up. So wherever your month is, it realigns you back into the rotation, the proper rotation. We say the light side. You're coming up to the light here. Right? So when you come from January and you go down, you're going down the shady side. And when you come from June and you begin in the June, you're going up the light side. It's very bright. It's very, brother, it's very bright. In the consciousness here, you begin to make that shift just consciously, and your whole system begins to realign, and more coding from the consciousness comes in. Solar energy comes in through the internal sun. And that's a realignment that just empowers the system even further. And that gets you back your energy. So it's not a matter of we're putting on armor or anything. You are all the energies, and the energies are all you. But there is a knowing to kickstart your system back into this alignment. First light, we call it. Okay, so I offer that. She offers that. It's not my thing. It's her thing. But I always recommend it because I'm also responsible for bringing the codes in. So that's all. It's all her setup. She knows how to deliver it now.
Well, hey, I'm so grateful that I got to talk to you in person and got to meet you. And I thank you so much for answering my question. And
you're welcome, brother.
I'm going to get back. Like you said, I'm going to go check out that. And then,
whereabouts are you located?
I'm in Northern California. I'm in
next year, we're
just a hippie dude growing some weed.
You weren't stuck in Burning Man, were you?
No, but I had some friends at work.
Yeah.
One of my workers, one of the guys that worked for me, he was stuck there, and another girlfriend of mine. I was like, hey, I was seeing all this stuff on social media where they were trying to fearmonger and say there was an Ebola outbreak and all this crazy stuff and some viral videos, but they were like, no, it wasn't like that. We were just stuck because it was muddy. I was like, okay.
Let me say something about Burning Man. The guys the founders of the Burning Man, where they started Burning Man, right, was in China Beach, San Francisco. That's where it began.
Okay, I didn't know.
It was like 40 years ago, right? Now there's as a light worker, I don't really use that word, but I was doing some clearing work underneath the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco years ago. And I was being called there by the whales and the dolphins because the whales and the dolphins were telling me there's too many dark spirits in the water underneath the Golden Gate Bridge from everybody jumping off the bridge, right? Suicides. So there's a lot of dark energy over there. So when I went there, I stood on the China Beach and was looking around, and I didn't notice at first, but when I turned to face into the land, there's a big, huge rock. There's this huge rock right on the China Beach. That's where they actually started Burning Man, in front of this huge rock. And this huge rock was a portal. This rock was a portal and was connected to dark energy.
Yeah, can I ask you a quick question? Sorry to interrupt you, but
go ahead.
I've never been to Burning Man personally, but I do feel like it is kind of a dark. It's a dark energy. I don't even know if I would want to go because there's a bunch of debauchery and just people all out of their minds, and they burn. It's almost like a symbolic. They're burning, like almost like it feels like a portal place, like a. They burn that giant thing, and it's like it just doesn't seem to me. To me, it seems dark. I mean, to me, it seems dark. I don't even want to go there really.
They've been forcing it. They've been forcing it over there, brother. There are people that do rituals and ceremonies to force portals open. That's one of them. Myself and the Bindi masters have told a lot of our students, let me say, for lack of morihu, followers, friends, not to go to that anymore because we know what it is. Now, I'll go back to San Francisco, the Golden Gate. There's a Golden Gate, so it has this rock, and it's a dark portal. So what I did was I had to reset the frequency for this portal. Then I got in the ocean, and did ceremony in the water. I used quite a few different tools and protocols for this kind of ceremony. I had to reset a golden line, what we call the golden line from the water to the rock. So I did this ceremony, and I was pulling souls from the water back into this rock, through the rock. But I reset the codes for the portal to reset to Venus, Tuahi, what we call the portal of Tuahi. So I used this rock for a light portal, and I was sending the souls through this rock, to Venus, into the light of Venus, or we call Tuahi. Now, there is a Golden Gate Bridge in Norway, okay, near Stavanger. It is the actual replicate of the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. It's in the Viking territory. These two bridges, through another set of stones where I had to do another ceremony, are connected. So what was happening was the lineage of the Vikings, and there's many lineages from out of the Vikings because you're part of it, right? I can see that. So a lot of dark, really dark and twisted energies and souls were coming through the portals in Norway, through the portal in San Francisco, through that rock, and infecting many who were doing, there's a burning mass, especially during the burning mass, and a lot of people started jumping off the bridge during that time. Even since the 60s, people were jumping off. When the flower power came, this is when burning mass came. Burning Man. No, burning mask is my thing. Burning Man, and I always get that twisted.
I mean, San Francisco. I've only been there, like, I've been there 3 times. I'm in Northern California, but I'm more like in a little inner, like in the mountains. But every time I've been to San Francisco, I don't like the place at all. It seems it's like it's so demonic. Like I can't handle. I don't even like. I won't go back there, honestly, to tell you the truth. It's just I feel that city is. I think it's it's set up for failure. But
it needs maintenance. It needs maintenance. Everything requires maintenance. And so what I share for the Stargate teams who I'm compiling Stargate teams is the Dragon Masters, which is a course that's on my website that teaches you to become a Dragon Master and to be part of the Stargate teams, where I'm eventually going to employ light workers to go and do the maintenance work on a monthly schedule around different Stargate on the grid that we have, that we're working on, to go
That's
and
cool.
do maintenance.
Everything needs work.
That does, but it needs to be frequent. It's just not frequent enough. Okay?
Yep.
There's a lot there to share, brother, and the sweet dear ones who are watching, Coke, and all the wonderful conversations going on here, to have the mission, and that was done. Go ahead.
Thank you, brother. I'm gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've got to go take care of my garden.
Do that.
But I appreciate everything, and I'll go check out your.
Please do
what you recommended, and I'll see you soon, man.
All right,
keep doing the great work you're doing. I appreciate you.
All good. Not going anywhere. Okay, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds. Any other questions, please? I see Cock. You're doing a lot of talking. Why don't you come on and ask me a question? I'd love to see you. And anybody else too, let me just kind of wrap up that little bit of conversation. As many of you here are from this lineage of the Vikings, of the Nords and the Scandinavia, and from the Russian and the German and all of that, Poland, okay? I know you are. And so, this work that I had done over there in San Francisco, I'd been there several times to do a lot of work back in the day. It's probably been 15 years or more that I've been there now. because I did a lot of work all over California. Now we're compiling the teams with the graduates from the Dragon Masters course, and then compiling the teams to go and do the work. And I want to employ those who have graduated with compensation to go and do the work. That's what I am bringing for my humanitarian projects for this planet, aside from what I do and myself and the Hunas do collectively as we do it all on our own dime the best we can. And so San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge, burning a man, burning a man. What do you mean burning a man? We don't burn man. We don't burn the human. We burn the mask, remove the false face. That's what we are burning. And I have my event, which is the burning mask. And I have, you guys know about what I do with the burning mask. Burning mask will happen again next year. But so not burning the man, just burning the mask. And these rituals at Burning Man do have incredible malevolent connotations and what do you call it? Results, sacrificing, rape, pillage, and blood rituals, and of course, someone's going there to find love. Someone's going there to find themselves. You're going to find yourself, all right. But you don't need to go there to find yourself. Well, but fine, you're going to go there, sure. Okay. So I was clearing a lot of souls from under Golden Gate Bridge back in the day when Burning Man first began. Okay. Well, not when it first began, but when I did eventually get there. And the Viking lines, a lot of dark energies coming through the Viking portals from the Golden Gate Bridge in Norway to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco to affect the burning of the man, to open the portals into the city of the Black Rock through another rock. I just happened to change that rock at China Beach to a nice bright white star portal. It's not a Stargate, it's a portal. Okay. Maui was child sacrifice. Maui was child sacrifice. Yeah. There's, and it wasn't just what you guys know about Maui now. This has been going on for a long time. And you just heard about it since the fire. You've been Mauru there, Huna. Mauru. You speak Tahitian, okay? Yaorana. So you are just experiencing Maui lately with the fires, and but of course they have been doing these things. The dark energies have been on Maui. I did a lot of work. I activated the Stargate and reset its frequency. It is there's a lot of dark energies flying around it trying to get into that Stargate, but we're not allowing the low frequency energies cannot get through that Stargate. It's been reset to 24th dimension in Lemuria. So any intentions of using the high frequency Stargates not possible. So they force open 2-dimensional portals, which are just portals. Okay, but there's enough energy there to trap people and continue some of the work they're doing. Manakuya. Yes. What do I think of Morocco? Well, they just had a big earthquake. Hello there, Huna.
Hello there.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I did something. I can hear you. I'm just trying to get out of you.
Yeah, just
There.
mute the.
Am I there?
You're here.
Hello, Huna.
Hello there. Wow.
It's gone. I'm there. I'm here. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere.
Yeah. Cool hat.
There we are.
Cool hat. What are you in?
I
Cool
just
hat there.
wanted to come in and say hello and
Oh, you're
had to
welcome.
get rid of the helmet hair.
You've been on your Harley Davidson for like a month.
Oh gosh, it was almost 4,000 miles going through 10 states and Canada, and did some ceremony up in Canada. It was fabulous.
Okay, great.
Really, really nice. Very enlightening.
Thank you for
But
logging in.
I wanted to come on, and I also, pardon me?
Thank you for logging in up there.
Oh, yes. And we had a lot of really wonderful confirmation. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
And I also recently had a fabulous experience with Tamake.
Oh, yes.
With her birth chart. And I just wanted to come on and comment on that because
Please.
it went so deep.
Yeah.
And the revelations that she gave were just phenomenal. I'm just waiting for Kevin to put it up on Grassroots Warrior Network.
Oh,
so that was a great interview, and she really broke mine down for everybody. But anybody that hasn't had their birth chart done, I encourage you to do it. You will find out so many things that throughout your life and all the experiences and how they come full circle. And she's just marvelous, and she's so intuitive. It's really well worth it.
Yes, I've been promoting her, as you know, and I highly recommend that as a first step for those who, like the young gentleman today, Mr. Pi. Mr. Pi was just on, and he's going there. A few are on their way to get the book of birth chart reading. And yes, it is relocating you. The birth chart reading, the quantum navigator, you get relocated.
Yeah.
You relocate within yourself. It's a relocation. And of course, we are, as you know, 6 months ahead of the matrix, draconian matrix. So we are always coming from the future. Whenever we talk, we are talking from within the feeling, like, if I'm going to make a prayer, I don't pray for the cake. It's because if I pray for the cake, means I don't have the cake. It means I'm not feeling it, but if you speak from inside the cake, you feel that, you're surrounded by cake. This is kind of what I was sharing. This is the breath of fire. This is what we call he. And I'm trying to share the expression of what he. So as we go, mahakawatahi, we go there, he tawakahama, and back again. It's because we've gone to the thing, we've got it, and we've come back, or we're in it. That's how I was just sharing. That's what this chat was about. Now, where are you going?
Beautiful.
You're going deeper in, and then you're returning here into the form, right? So you've been.
And we're going back to before confusion and before distortion, and we're getting all of our medicines that are genuine. And,
Yes.
As above, so below. And it was just a marvelous reading and a marvelous chart.
What are you going to do with it now that you got it?
Just keep working on me and keep on working to help bring the light in and the love in.
Exactly. You've been doing great missions and waikara. You've been out there doing the waikara, the light that protects the water, waikara. That's what you're doing. You're going out and you're being the light that protects the water, waikara. So anywhere you're doing the waikara, sweet there one, sweet the waikara means the one who protects the light, the water, the light that protects the water. There's a protocols, ceremonial actions to do here. That's what we call a waikara. So Huna here has been doing that all over. Yeah, Himanakuya all over Hunumotu, Turtle Island. And so thank you.
And we'll continue to do that. And I'm looking forward to being with you again for the Dragon Ride in November.
Oh, November's going to be a mass Dragon Ride. I know you know when the Dragon Ride, when we usually have it's a small group, 10 or 12 people. And I usually have two riders, a co-pilot, one riding with Dragon and the other one co-piloting. But, I realized when I was in Iceland doing the Dragon Rider that it wasn't only affecting the two riders that were the principal riders, but the whole group was riding. I realized that some time ago, but the whole group was being affected by the ride and going through their own ride from their own position where they were seated. And it was very profound and very emotional for many, as you know. Now, this time, instead of having principal rider, I'm going to do 4 directions with 4 huge banners with all the codes on it in the 4 directions, and then 4 groups of people sitting together at the same time, going through the Dragon Rider codes. And it's going to be so amazing. And then I will do also a guided meditation, as well as we will have a sound embrace. We'll have the Kimuria, the first embrace. We'll have the Kimuria, which is the first embrace. So
beautiful.
I've come to the understanding how that can work, and that will be in
Very
November.
much looking forward to it, and I'm looking.
Hey, are we going to get together with Brad Wozniak?
And I know you're getting ready for your next big. I keep sending him the messages, and he hasn't returned them yet. I know he does podcasts all weekend on Saturdays and Sundays, and then Mondays and Tuesdays he's uploading them. So hopefully we'll get.
Yeah, I mean, I sent a message
because
but it doesn't look
he's
like
the one that initiated it and wanted to do it, and now we've been in limbo. So hopefully we get one going soon. I mean, it's an opportune time.
I've seen them on shows, and I hear what they're talking about, and I'm like, oh, I need to talk to you guys. You know, because we need to have a chat here.
I'm getting locked out here.
Huh? Your signal.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no worries. Thanks for visiting.
It's all working together and one. And he was with us in Vancouver. He was doing a lot of ceremony with us.
Signal.
Yeah, I'm losing signal. They've been playing with me a lot lately.
We'll check up again later, okay? This was sweet dear one, sweet daily beloveds. That was Huna He Manakuya, the awesome grandmother of the first light of many grandmothers. Manakuya. Okay, so boy, I see a lot of conversations going on here. I think I have, time for. Yeah, I've got time for like one more question if you want to come on. Let's just see here. Tenakwe Josie Pukeko. Tenakwe. Let's see here. So yeah, if you have another question, please come on in. Let me put the link back there. If you have a question for me. Or we can have a chat. You have to show your face. This is live and interactive. Huna Flash TV is live and interactive. Okay. Kia ora, Josie. Kia ora moto manaki tangi tēnei wā. Yeah. No worries. I'm all good about stuff I do. Is I have a good time, sweet dear ones. I'm just, I love to be at the Stargates, the new Stargates. It's somewhat of a mystery and a secret to many, and it needs to be. Okay, it needs to be. Bella Superstar. Hey, why don't you come on, Bella Superstar? Jump on and grab that link and come on. You be my last question or conversation before I bounce out, okay? Why don't you come on over? Let me just check this thing. Yeah, okay. Come on in, Bella. If you're winging it, maybe I can help you out a little bit. Yeah, have a Well, Bella, I'm inviting you in to have a chat with me about the Stargates. I don't know This is what I'm here on the planet to do, to set the systems, recorrect the systems. Do you know the ley line on Playlock? The ley lines have moved. Okay, only truth. A lot of ley lines have been moved. They're set up now to the new Dragon line, which is Dragon Tor. And there are towers, Dragon towers that have been reset. Okay, so Cock, sorry, as a cyber warrior, you got no microphone, no headphone. You must have a headphone or a speaker. You're listening to me. So, no worries there, Cock. I see you dropping a lot of one-liners of things that I already know, so we're not going to talk about them because you're not here. You're not jumping in. Yeah, don't worry, Cock. Trance will protect you. That's a good one. That's funny. So Bella, why don't you come on and have a conversation with me? Yeah. The link is up there. You need the link again? Come on now, don't be shy. I want to talk about the Stargates. I like talking about Stargates, portals. Yeah. There's the link right there. Yes, wawa to you, Nakota. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you all, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. You're having a bad hair day. You're always having a bad hair day. So am I. Put a hat on and jump in here. Come on now. You wanted to talk to somebody who knows a lot about them? I do. So just not bragging or anything. You know, this is what I do. I actually travel around the world doing them. So. Yeah. Oh, you're having a bad hair day too, Richard. Okay. All right. If you're not going to come on and chat, that's fine. You're asking these questions. You have to come on and talk to me. Right? You got to show your face. That's it. Sweet dear ones, you got to show your face. I'm asking you to show up. I'm asking you to be seen. I know this is a kind of a relaxed, it's unrata, but again, I told you I'm gangster. There you go. Who is that? Who is this? Kim. Who's Kim?
Hello.
Hi, Kim. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Huna.
Hi. I've just been bumping into your show for the last 2 Sundays, and I'm just fascinated by everything, and have that attraction to, the Lemurian teachings. And I just wanted to ask you, like every morning when I wake up, I do my prayers and I sort of anchor in the crystal cosmic violet blue flame. And I just wondered, from your end of things, what would be the most beneficial thing to do, every morning for Earth and its people? Yeah, that was my question.
Okay, don't run away just yet. You're asking
Okay.
a big question, and there is a lot of things you can do.
Okay.
I'm going to invite you to remove the word prayer.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
I'm going to invite you to remove that out of your vocabulary. What I want, what I would like you to receive is this sound: log in. Log in.
Log in. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Yep. Well, what is the thing that you do mostly during the day? Throughout
You
your
mean
day.
throughout my day?
Yeah, I bet you're on your computer, right? You're on your
I'm on
computer.
I'm on my computer a fair bit, but I do a lot of other things,
Yeah, well, let's talk about these important things, because you log in to your computer.
Yes. Right.
You're on your phone. If you have a phone, you got to log into your phone. And every app on your phone has a login. It's access.
Yes.
Exactly,
Right.
Tess. But back in the day, this is what we used to, like when I was before I completed my my recitals to become a tohunga back in the 80s or in the 70s, there was a prayer. We would speak the prayer under the tree or under the statue of the mother, big, huge statue, mother, father, child, and the eternal memory. But all of it would be there. Now, that's all good. You know, we would say, okay, we're going to have the prayers at 7 and 11, morning or evening. Okay. Now, that was back in the day. You know, I'm 60. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, why are we still saying prayer? So
yeah, I know you're right. You're right.
I get it. We're not in the 1800s, 1700s, especially not the 1600s.
No.
We're not there. We've gone so far ahead. Prayer is a way that it's used to pull you back over there to that mindset.
Yeah.
From the 1600s, 1700s, to pull you into that mindset where prayer was just so distorted. And rituals were so distorted. But okay, you can think whatever you like. I'm just going to say this to you because I have been doing this for a long time. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to say the prayer anymore. In our language, we say karakia.
Okay.
In the Lemurian language, we say karakia. And karakia is, it certainly is a communication ritual, but karakia is like in the invocation, incantation, not incantation necessarily, but accessing.
Okay.
Accessing and then amplifying.
Okay.
So it's an amplification of the energy through this sound. And the karakia is a very powerful atomic there's a molecule that houses all of that energy. So you would go in the karakia, you would speak what it is that you are accessing, and then you would amplify it.
Okay. Okay.
And then you put the amplifying sounds to it. Now, instead of saying karakia, I would say log in.
Okay. Karakia, log in. Okay.
So get your access and then learn the karakia.
Okay.
And I have them, right? Learn the karakia, a series of sounds, words or sounds in the language of Lemuria that amplifies your intention.
Okay. And is that on your website?
Well, it's in the things that I teach within the course. But I highly recommend it because if you're doing a practice and you want to practice, this is very powerful. It gives you access. Then you get the coding and the sounds of how to amplify what it is you're speaking for, right? But it also puts you right in the middle of the feeling. So you'll learn what is the 9 senses, the 9 feelings. So you're not actually asking for something. You're already in it, experiencing it, and sharing that out. And when you share that out, you amplify it. Right, because you want to, right? You're speaking to give. So you have a login code for your bank account. Now, what are you saving money for? So you can go into your treasure box, bring the things out that you want to share with.
I love that.
Or your friends, or with Hunas, whatever. Right? Yeah. That's so you log into the treasure box. Now, there's so much more on top of this. There is that. I would invite you to go to the Dragon Masters. I constantly am saying this. Then also, because there are modalities there and practices, and there are also movements as well. There are movement, which is not kung fu. This is movements of the mother, the father, the child, and the eternal memory. Yeah, there are these movements that are speaking without opening your mouth.
Okay.
Communicating simply through the movement, communicating through the voice, communicating telepathically, but the understanding, the position that you're coming from is you're logging in.
Okay.
You're connecting, and then when you connect like that, you connect everybody in.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
I love it too. I mean, that's right. Now, I'll give you a moment out of the morning or the evening, either 7 a.m. or 11 a.m.
Okay.
7 p.m. or 11 p.m.
Okay. All right.
Utilize these 4 locations within the spiral of the day.
Right.
Within
Okay.
the
It's a
light of day.
location. That's neat. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I will definitely check into that, and I'm fascinated by the work the lovely lady was doing with the white light with the water. That would be something to look into.
Yes, because they're all dragon masters.
They're all dragon masters.
They've been through they've graduated. I have graduates from last June. The next graduating class for the Dragon Masters intensive is next June.
Okay.
Is
And she
about
was from Vancouver.
yes.
She was from Vancouver, so that's
Yes.
close to me on Vancouver Island.
She's
I'm just across the water there.
Yeah, Huna Kahiwaha. Huna
Okay.
Kahiwaha. She just graduated Dragon Masters intensive here with me in June.
Okay, wonderful. Well, she has just a lovely, lovely, loving spirit. Yeah, felt that. Well, thank you so much, and I'll be back.
I can share the link. Well, you can go to I don't know if you've been to the website.
I've been there about a year ago.
There's a new one now. There's a new setup, whole new setup going on. Let me share with you the link, and you can go there and check things out. There you go. Just houseofhuna.earth.
Okay, I will do that. And do you ever hook up with Marina Jacobi? Have you ever had a thing with her, the harmonics reactor? Anyway, she's pretty cool. I don't know. For some reason, I thought you two had an interview together.
No, I don't think so. I do know of her, but we haven't.
Okay, yeah. Okay, because it's fascinating. Like, she's kind of talking what you're talking, so it's interesting to hear it from your way, of saying, I think the same thing. Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's so much. I also invite you to go to quantumnavigator.earth and experience a Lemurian birth chart reading.
I think that would be really neat.
A true Lemurian birth chart reading has nothing to do with zodiacs.
Okay.
Bye-bye, zodiac. Saying bye-bye to your zodiac. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. We don't need it. It's done. Done already.
Okay.
Kick ass. Okay. It's done already. Okay.
Thank you so much. Good to talk to you. Okay.
That was fun. All right, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. I am done here. Thank you so much. I have more visitors coming in to my home this next couple of days. Okay, from Germany and from the United States, from Canada, from other parts of Europe. We're getting ready for the Solar Flash event, 5 days. Day 1 is called Kimuria, which means the first embrace. That is the welcoming. Day 2 is Tingaro, which means the mind melding, which is the telepathics, no talking. So day 2 is zip, no talking. Okay, we have some creative crafts work to do there, but no talking. Day 3, which is September 15th, which is the birthday of Yeshua, the teacher, Yeshua. It's his birthday, September 15th, or September 15th. We're celebrating his birthday and the planet's birthday, planet Matea. Okay. And of course, the energy coming into the solar flash. There's a few reasons why it's on that date. Also, on the 4th day, we will have for the 4th day, which is called Kiku. Kiku, which means the essence of action, movement. So the essence of energy, which is action, movement. Okay, so that's Kiku. And then on the 5th day, we're going to be doing an outdoor activity on the beach and with the healing lagoon on the island of the goddess. So there you go. And the solar flash meditation, please go to the links on the YouTube if you're interested in connecting into our meditation, global meditation. I see that Huna Tamaki has popped in here and added some more links to the YouTube. Okay, great. Thanks, Huna. And that's it for me, sweet, sweet dear ones. Let me get out of here and get things ready for my visitors, okay? So much wawa to you, giving you this offering, okay? This offering, receive and gift. This is it here. So let me offer this to you. Offer that feeling for you. Take care, everybody. Sweet, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds. See you again September 15th, Solar Flash Meditation, and the next Huna Flash TV. I might have my guest on by then. I'll see how he's doing, all right? Okay. Bye-bye.